Hello, beautiful Cancer. I am Elena Valdez, and I am here to do your June 2024 General Tarot reading. I hope you're doing fantastic, and we're going to get started here with potential challenge, and then we're going to move into the opportunity for joy, and then advice, and we're going to end with a question, a yes or no answer to a question that you may be having. So start thinking about a question that you have. Write it down or think about it, and at the end of the reading, I'll pull a card for you from the major arcana. All right, beautiful Cancer, let's get going here. And also, happy Pride Month to any one of you who celebrates this June. I am part of the L of that alphabet, so if you are family, happy Pride. All right, let's get going here with potential challenge for our beautiful Cancers here in the month of June. All right, 3 cards, please. Ooh, lots of energy happening already. All right, 3 cards, 2 more cards, please, for Cancer here in the month of June. Some of you are traveling here in June, potentially July, but we're going to focus on June. 2 more cards. All right. We have the 8 of Wands, the Strength card, and Death. And this is for your potential challenge. So there is a situation here with the 8 of Wands moving into Strength, requiring you. So this is the challenge. The challenge is either a group of you are holding back your energy, like you're literally holding it back from expressing. That's one group of you. The other group of you, the challenge is that someone, potentially either a Leo or a Scorpio, is challenging you in the month of June. Now, this challenge could potentially be with the 8 of Wands that it's arousing a lot of primal energy from you. That could be sexual, or it's arousing an inspiration out of you that's like, it's challenging you to step up and show up in your most courageous way, Cancer. So even though it's a positive, right? Inspiration is a positive, courage is positive, but it becomes a challenge when we are afraid to take the steps, right? There's an opportunity here, beautiful Cancer, for you to transform something, for you to rebirth something. It's almost like there's a part of you here in the past, and I feel like it's your, I feel like it's your energy. I feel like it's your self-worth. I feel like there's something courageous inside of you that wants to just literally pop out here in June. Like it just wants to make its presence known. But for some reason, you're seeing it, or it's being seen by either you or someone else in your environment as negative as opposed to positive. And I feel that that's the challenge. The challenge is that you may potentially be seeing something very positive as a not so positive thing. But the truth here is that whatever is challenging you to get out of your comfort zone, because that's what this is, Cancer, whatever is challenging you here has the potential of really helping you transform into the next level. But it's feeling more of a challenge than it needs to for you. And that may be where you can maybe hesitate a little bit, like, how do I move forward, right? For some of you, this is going to be about your creative, the work you do in the world. For others of you, this is quite literally a person stirring this in you. And it can be a creative companion that is stirring this in you, or it can be a love interest that is stirring this in you. There's something here that you're definitely being challenged. I just heard that for some of you, you are experimenting that primal part of yourself for the first time, possibly, or you are doing work with the Death card here, also symbolizing psychology. So for some of you, are maybe maybe are doing work as therapists or are interested in doing work in therapy that has to do with sexuality. For others of you, you're actually doing this work with a partner or someone. It's like there's a feel here that you're maybe going through some kind of transformative method, either through therapy or something that is potentially helpful in your sexuality here. And that could be posing a challenge for you because it's maybe a little bit out of your realm, or maybe it's the comfort zone. It's a lot, right? All right, so that is the potential challenge. Let's actually get some clarifiers for it. And at the end of this, I will take a picture of the actual spread and how the cards fell, or where the position of the cards, and I will post it. You'll see it up here somewhere, or here. I don't know where I decide to put it. We'll see. But that'll be towards the end of the reading. So let's get a card or two to clarify here. Actually, let's try to get 3 cards to clarify this challenge. Spirit. Yeah, it's causing you anxiety, whatever this is. But it feels like it's going to be good. All right, so you have some strong cards, beautiful Cancer. You have, rooting down the 8 of Wands, you have the 8 of Swords, another 8. So this is about coming full circle to something, right? It's like it really it has the infinity. With the 8, the symbol of the 8 is like the infinity, right? The infinity symbol. And the infinity symbol is actually what lives above, what crowns the strength card here. So there is definitely something here about transformation, because that's what the infinity card is, right? It's like consistently moving into a different level. But every time you move into that circular motion of the 8 or the infinity symbol, you're evolving into a much greater part of yourself, right? So actually, if you do that movement, you can feel the energy of it. Like literally do it right now. Like you can feel the 8, the infinity, that you'll feel it in your energy body. All right, and then the strength card is here with Temperance, another card of healing. This is a card of healing something, and it's a card of balancing contrast, balancing opposing views. So this can be about balancing your feminine and your masculine here, right? Like I'm getting a big sense of sensuality, sexual, like tapping into that part of you that's causing you. I feel either another person is waking that up for you. Maybe it's been dormant for a while, or maybe you're trying to take that energy, that body energy, into a different realm of spirituality. Like maybe you're working to transmute it, right? Here with the Temperance. These are the cards you got. So for rooting strength, we have Temperance. Rooting death, you got Queen of Cups. So this is a beautiful indication of something is transforming and moving you into a more emotional, spiritual state. What I love about this Queen of Cups is not only does it represent love, romantic love, it represents spiritual love, and it represents emotion, and it represents spilling into our creative in a way that's not only emotional, but so spiritually guided by the divine. So there could be a lot of that happening for you. And the reason it's in the challenge position, it's not because these are negative things. It's because it's getting you out. You're dying to an old new, basically, with the Death card here. And you're literally reincarnating in a current timeline. You're reincarnating into something way out of your comfort zone, because the level of that spirituality is something that maybe you haven't experienced before, or maybe if you have, it was dormant. And that's what's happening here. All right, let's move that aside. This is really powerful, powerful, beautiful Cancer. So powerful. All right, let's ask beautiful Spirit, what is the opportunity for joy in the month of June here for our beautiful Cancers? Wow, your reading is already so emotional. I can feel so much off of these cards for you, Cancer. What is the opportunity for joy for our beautiful Cancers? What is the opportunity for joy for our beautiful Cancers? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. All right. Remember, this is in the position of your opportunity for joy. So here's what I'm getting. I'm getting, my beautiful Cancer, that your opportunity for joy lies in not being afraid to face your shadow, your dark side. Because your dark side may actually not be as dark as you think it is. There may have been conditioning, right, that has taken place, whether it's familial, through your work environment, who knows, right? Like there's stuff that we decide is maybe we have to be conservative in certain areas of our lives because that's how we grew up. So your opportunity for joy here in June, my beautiful Cancer, is to let go of whatever perspectives have not served you in the past, but more specifically, to let go of perspectives of others regarding your growth, regarding what is considered dark, bad. With the Devil here paired next to the Devil, it's about like, it's also because I have two messages here. Okay, there are two messages. This is the first message. The first message is to let go of any old ideas of what's considered bad or good, and to potentially work with someone, communicate with somebody about these things, maybe a professional. That's one group of you. The other group of you is to completely let go of any addictions that may be holding you back, and to talk to an expert about it, and potentially talk to someone in your trusted group. Maybe there's something you're going through. Maybe there's either an addiction or an old obsession or something that you're maybe in your mind playing over and over again that's not serving you. Here's what I'm picking up for another group of you. This is going to be very specific. I think the reason this happening over here on the left, the challenge of you really tapping into that raw energy that's yours, I think that maybe there's a dissonance here of like you being able to separate. Like maybe at one point when you expressed that energy, whether it was your sexuality, your sensuality, maybe you weren't necessarily bringing it from an organic, wholesome place. Like maybe it came more from an obsessive, compulsive, addictive place. And now you're being released from that, or you have the opportunity to release that. And so maybe you had thoughts in your mind that it was bad to be inspired in that way. That's how I'm going to put it. I need to be careful what I say here on this channel because, you know, it's YouTube. So, but I think you get my gist, right? So there's an opportunity here for joy. Number one, releasing the previous thoughts that you had about this type of expression and speaking to someone. I'm really feeling that there's a need here to talk to an expert, or to your community, or to talk to someone, or to come to some kind of an agreement, maybe with your loved one or someone, about how to navigate that process. It's like you have an opportunity here to be healthier when it comes to how you express your sensuality, your sexuality, your energy, who you are as an individual, and also merging that with spirituality. Some of this energy that you're kind of butting up against is like residual energy from some maybe religious mindset from the past. And if it's not religious, it's just maybe growing up in an environment that's culturally strong, maybe a little culturally dogmatic, if you will. Okay, so now let's get some clarifiers for that. You're getting this is a deep reading, Cancer. You're my fourth reading today, and they were not like this. But congratulations, this is huge for you. I think this has been a long time coming. And you deserve it. You deserve to be able to express yourself in your most beautiful, deepest, sensual way. For some of you, this has something to do with a creative project that requires that kind of energy. All right, so let's get clarifiers, my beautiful spirit, for our beautiful Cancers. Let's see. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, click that like button, and tell your friends about this channel, please. I would really appreciate that. Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles to clarify this. Again, this is in your opportunity for joy in the month of June. So the reverse Hangman is rooted by the Page of Cups, the Devil by the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles roots the Three of Pentacles. So again, with the Seven of Cups here confirming the Devil, it's for there is a group of you here that will bring you joy, is to set aside any addictive personality, anything that like too many options, too many things to get a little wild with, right? Like putting that aside. But this is really more about centering in your heart space and allowing yourself to see the situation that you're going through from the eyes of like a beginner, from like the eyes of innocence, the eyes of loving innocence, right? With the Page of Cups here. This can also be you making a decision to choose someone. Like you're finally choosing someone here. And it's the beginning stages of love. Like for those of you who are already in relationship, this can be about choosing to see to start over in a situation with the Ace of Pentacles here. So I think for some of you, this addictive thing that's happening may potentially be someone you're dealing with, right? So like whether it's your spouse, a girlfriend, boyfriend, family member, someone that means a lot to you, because this is going to be different for everyone, right? So please take what applies, what resonates for you. So where this is not you, that you're needing to let go of some addictive personality, it may be that there's an opportunity here to give someone an opportunity, like seeing someone who maybe has had these tendencies in the past with new eyes, like giving them an opportunity to start over again, to really like start over from scratch here. Alternatively, this can be allowing yourself the opportunity to start from scratch again in that area of expressing yourself this way. But there is something shadowy here that needs to be let go of. There is something that if you haven't already let go of it, it pops up occasionally because it's something that had hold on you in the past. And that is part of what can be causing some of this confusion. Okay, but I mean, things are looking good though. Okay, so let's get advice for you for June, beautiful Cancer. That's not correct. Let me do that again. Okay. 3 cards for the advice, please, dear Spirit. 4 beautiful Cancers. The Knight of Swords has been coming up consistently this month, and I think it's Knight of Swords is the energy of communicating something swiftly and cutting out some things that need to be cut out, like with no fear, like just cutting it out. Oh, you got the Empress, beautiful Cancer. This is advice, okay? You got more cards than I needed, but it's okay. There's a reason for it. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords, the Empress, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, let's see what's happening here. The sign of Taurus and or Libra may be important to you this month. There's a conversation that may need to take place with that individual. But I think also this is the advice here is to stay firm in your own royalty, your own dignity. I'm hearing the word dignity, which doesn't often come up for me with the Empress. But in this case, the word dignity is coming up very loudly and very clearly, Cancer. There's something here that's saying the amount of money that this can potentially yield, or the perceived security, if it's not money, perceived stability, that something may look like it will yield is not worth some kind of anxiety that you are potentially going over or going through. That's very specific. So, but it will apply across the board in different situations, whether it's love, work, what have you. For some of you, is this feeling that a certain situation will bring you stability and love, security. But there's this feeling of whatever this is, and again, it looks like it's all tied, right? So it has something to do with this energy of like who you're exploring yourself to be. There is a fierceness here with this Knight of Swords moving away from the Empress. That's telling me like this right now, the energy is coming in is that there's something that you are being advised to stay in your dignity, beautiful Cancer. To cut out whatever is not keeping you in your dignity. Oh my God, that word. I don't know. I've never paired that word with Empress, and it is wildly loud. Like, so it'll make sense to you. There's something here that's potentially testing your dignity, testing that. And maybe this is why this energy is feeling that way. That the way I'm looking at the cards, the Knight of Swords is facing the challenge and literally chopping it off. And I'm going to take a picture of this and I'll show it up here at the end of the reading so you can see a picture of all the cards. But it's like the Knight of Swords is like literally facing into the challenge and just saying, nope. And it has to do with whatever is interrupting your dignity. It's almost like, it's like something is interrupting your royalness, like your dignity. That's what it is. And so there's a sense here, no amount of money, no amount of so-called security or stability is worth the angst. There's something else going on here that the cards are not telling me. You know what it is. It was like a final message. It's like there's the advice of dignity, and then there's this little tail end message of this is not worth your angst. Like the financial, either financial stability, security. It's all perceived security. It's not actual security anyway, is what it's saying. All right, let's close this out, beautiful Cancer, with a yes or no answer to your question. So think about your question that you had at the beginning of the reading that I mentioned, and then I'm going to pull a yes or no from a major arcana only. All right, Spirit, is it a yes or is it a no? The question that Cancer has right now. Is it a yes or is it a no? What is the answer? And it doesn't have to be pertaining to this. It can be something different. Whatever you need to have a yes or no answer to. Sometimes it's a maybe, but not usually. All right, so is it a yes or a no, your Spirit? For Cancer, for the month of June, for the question. Get clear. It's a no. And the no is being given to you by the Tower. And so the reason the no is coming in for you, Cancer, the reason the answer is no is because whatever this was that you're asking about was not on sturdy foundation. These are the key words that I'm getting. I'm getting trauma. I'm getting disaster, loss, divorce, abuse, hurt, violence, disasters, destruction, chaos. Okay? And so the answer to your question is no. And the reason is for one of those keywords that so either it would cause, if it were a yes, it would cause a destruction, a chaos, a loss of some sort, some kind of abuse, some kind of divorce, something. It's one of those are the reasons why it's a no. Okay? All right, beautiful Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe, like, tell your friends about it, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you here soon for another reading. Bye.